Good morning, YouTube. It's Friday. We're at the end of the week. We've made it. You've made it. I've made it. We've done it. Thank goodness. Just want to finish out the day, the week strong, and I hope you are too. I imagine you've got a lot of things on your plate. I have a lot of things on my plate. I have a lot of goals, I guess, maybe. Not really. I've got a number of things, tasks I want to get done today, so I'm trying to bang this out early in the morning. But I did have a couple of things. The first thing is I really enjoyed yesterday's vlog, which was about how I start new projects and kind of my strategy and systems around that. But I did expand on that topic via my blog, which really illumines more of simplifying the win conditions, which I think is very important if you're starting a new project, is you simplify. You can always create complexity later, but the problem or the challenge that most people encounter is they have an over-complex system when they first start. So anytime you start anything new, make it as simple as possible. And then when you think you've got it, when you think you've got the most simple system and process and project possible, make it even more simple. I think we can even recursively challenge ourselves to reduce the complexity even more. I didn't want to spend any more time on this, but a really good example is product development for software. Most commonly, I'll just give you the quick TLDR, most commonly the easiest solution to a software technology problem is actually pen, and paper. We actually over-engineer software all the time, and that is a common problem. A disease of the industry, if you will. So just think about that for a moment. Can I solve the problem that I'm trying to solve with pencil and paper? I bet you can. You just never thought about it that way. All right, there we go. Had my coffee, got some more tea, so then we'll get things started here. All right, I just want to put this idea in your head for a second that I've been really thinking about it. But in particular, I was up at 3 in the morning. I just woke up. I'm a very light sleeper. I don't know why. And I tweeted this image right here at 3:21 a.m. And for whatever reason, I just stayed up. And then my brother on the East Coast got up. He's 3 hours ahead of me, and I started chatting with him via text. So he just kind of started my day at 3 in the morning, so at this point I'll probably need a nap, but that's okay. Okay, so here's the idea. It's do for one what you wish you could do for many. I'll say that again. Do for one what you wish you could do for many. Now this is something that is a huge tension, is a huge challenge for those who mentor, for those who coach others, is this idea of creating value in other people's lives. And I think the tension that we have for those who have that on our heart, for those who have an educational spirit is what I like to call it, for those who like helping other people succeed, is we want to be able to scale the value for as many people as we possibly can, in the most broadest of senses. The challenge, of course, though, is real life change, real intimate life change, significant behavioral life change is difficult to happen at scale. I think that's one of the challenges with this entire industry around online coaching and online mentoring. It's really hard to do mentoring and coaching at scale. And that's a tension that I feel, that's a tension that maybe even you feel is, hey, I have something to give. I wish I could give it away to as many people as possible. And so that's why I choose 3 to 4 people at a time that I deeply invest in. I meet up with physically, or I have very consistent digital conversations with them, and I invest in them, and I give them everything that I know. The thing though with YouTube is, which I think is opening up, is I get to do this at scale, or at least create an introduction to who I am and the value that I can provide to you, and I like that. But I still think that true transformative life change happens not at scale, but in a very intimate one-on-one relationship. And so the operating principle here is do for one what you wish you could do for many. Is I'm going to choose to invest my time very explicitly, very intentionally into one person, knowing that I wish I could do it for 10,000 people, 100,000 people, and give them everything that I know, even though I wish I could do that at scale, but give them everything and hope that that's enough. And so this idea, do for one what you wish you could do for many, was a gift given to me by one of my pastors. And it was this idea that we're just unscalable people, that we want to be able to create value for a ton of people, but we just can't. And we have to live with that tension. And that's honestly sometimes really hard to swallow, because for people who have that educational spirit, that giving spirit, people who like to invest in others, people who mentor and coach others, like, we just want to give that stuff away, and I feel that. But the interesting thing, again, with YouTube is that I think we have an opportunity, I have an opportunity to create a little bit of scale, to share and impart a little bit of what I know, the systems that I've built for myself that have proven to be useful. Some of it will stretch a little bit farther than others, but YouTube is allowing me to create some additional value for people that I've never met. And I like that. I think the principle still applies, but technology, it's challenging the scope and the scale a little bit. And so that's fun. And so I'd love for us to dialogue about what does it mean to create value in someone else's life? What does it mean to significantly impact someone's trajectory and the direction of their lives? How do you do that best? What tools, what techniques do you use? Do you use video? Is it all one-on-one conversation? Is it all over coffee or tea? Like, what are the tools that you use? I would love to hear that. And also, again, how do you see technology playing a part of that dynamic? Do you think it's possible to have significant, substantial life change, like real life change, not like superficial stuff, but real life change through video or using technology in other ways? And I think you can. But I'm struggling with it a little bit, and just because I feel that tension all the time. I'll give you one for instance, and then I'll be done, and then I've got to get back to work. My brother is building a new YouTube channel, and I couldn't be more fired up about that. Soon enough, I will share that, and perhaps we'll do some back and forth, and we can kind of export some of the learning that he's done over the last couple of weeks. He's accelerating really fast, but clearly, obviously, and through proximity, I'm giving him all of the goods. And it's not like I'm an expert necessarily, but I'm 100 days ahead of him, which is fairly significant. But I've also been a student of video for a lot longer. I've been reading the signs from the industry and the market. I'm just in the know. I see all the data, and I've been collecting it and reverse engineering a lot of it for my own purposes. And so, at 3 a.m. this morning, or maybe 3 or 4 or 5 a.m. this morning, he's awake, he's working on his stuff, and we're chatting back and forth, and I'm giving him all my tips and tricks, and again, just opening the books wide open, telling him everything I know. And of course, it dawned on me, it's like, man, I wish I could do this for everyone. But I can't. Because a lot of it is contextualized, a lot of it just requires that proximity. And I feel that tension, and so it reminded me of, again, what my pastor told me: do for one what you wish you could do for many. And so what I'm trying to do is live in that tension, be okay with that tension, and then leverage YouTube and other technology mediums and platforms to export what can be exported in kind of a agnostic form, if you will, so that you guys and you folks can digest it, and hopefully your lives are better for it. That is a strange and rambling topic, so I hope that lands somewhere. But again, maybe it's something that you can meditate on, give me some feedback on, and I would love it. All right, one more thing. Today is episode 99, which means Saturday, tomorrow, is episode 100. And Jeff reminded me of that yesterday. You know, you think it would be self-evident and obvious, but thank you, Jeff, for commenting, hey, what are you going to do for your 100th episode? And the reality is I have no idea. It's a cool figure. It's a cool number. I feel like I am obligated. I have an opportunity to do something crazy, cool. But there's also a part of me that's like, man, you know, it's 100 out of 365. In fact, I actually have to do 373 because I started on episode 9 in terms of consecutive 365 days. So I still have a little bit more to go. But episode 100, canonically in the John Saddington vlog series, is tomorrow. And if you have any ideas, comment below. Let me know what. We should celebrate this. But I'm out of ideas. I'm the type of guy, I'm the kid that didn't celebrate his birthday after 11. And then maybe this is a story for a much different time, but I'm the guy that blew up on my wife-to-be, and this was before we were engaged, who threw a surprise birthday party for me, and I just lost my shit. And that was one of the most embarrassing moments of her life and in my life. She was mortified, and I said some incredibly mean things, but we recovered. I'm not the guy that does those types of things normally. Now I have grown up and matured and learned that celebrating things is not just about the person who's the kind of the center of the celebration. It's really the community around the person that we're celebrating, and so I get that. And YouTube is a perfect example of a community-based celebration. So yeah, we should do something, but I'm out of ideas. So that's about it. I'm gonna enjoy my tea, and then I'm gonna head 3 feet that way to jump on my notebook and bang some stuff out. I hope you're having a great day. Again, feel free to ping me about anything and everything. I'm a resource for you. Thank you for being part of my life. This is super fun. And again, drop me some ideas for episode number 100 for tomorrow. You guys have a great day, and I will see you guys later.